Welcome to Ophiuchus Tarot. We are back again with another channeled message for the collective. But before we jump right in and get started, I just want to take a moment, say hi, and welcome to new subscribers. I am so happy to have you on board with us. Thank you for becoming part of the Ophiuchus tribe. As always, it is an absolute honor and blessing to read for each and every single one of you. That being said, welcome to this Saturday morning pick a card reading. I am super excited about this one. I don't know, the energy just feels really great this morning. Today's question for this pick a card is, what makes you powerful? What is it that Spirit sees that you don't? What makes you powerful? Okay, so we've got piles 1, 2, and 3 here. We have pile number 1. This is caramel corn, like caramel popcorn, right? Pile 2 is marshmallow. Pile 3 is night air. All right, piles 1, 2, and 3, you can take a moment, whatever one feels right for you. And then we're gonna get ready to hop in. So we'll put pile 2 over here and pile 3 over here. Okay, pile number 1, caramel corn. What makes you powerful? I really want to know, right? All right, let's find out. Okay, I love this. Energetically, you are being called to fit into a lot of different places. You may find that your friendship groups change very often, or you're called to go to a certain place. Maybe you switch jobs or you move often. I just feel like Spirit needs you in a lot of different spaces, in a lot of different rooms, to kind of pour out your amazing energy so that way it helps others grow. They put you in a lot of different situations. Some of them could be very difficult. Some you may feel like you're in a lot of rooms where you feel like, I probably shouldn't be here. There's a reason for that. Spirit puts you there because you've got this versatile energy that can kind of fit anywhere, and they need you to pour out this light. So that's one of your really powerful energies here. I love this. You've got the horse. As far as your wild and free energy goes, this is another thing that makes you powerful. I feel like, 1, you're unpredictable. 2, they don't know where all this power even comes from when it comes to you. I see this horse barreling down the beach, just kicking up the sand, and you see the ocean in the background. I just kind of feel like there's such an intense power to you following your intuition. You follow your intuition and make these very intuitive moves. That's why nobody can kind of clock you. But it always turns out why? Because you've got your soul's inner compass telling you where to go. And I feel like you don't even think twice. It's like when you get that nudge, you're just off and running. And I feel like that's a really powerful energy. You trust in Spirit so much that your moves just happen so fast that people can't clock you, right? All right, as far as alignment goes, I love this. I feel like you're quick to align. You're quick to align yourself. You know, you hit a lot of bumps in this lifetime. You hit some ups, some downs, pile 1, but what I really kind of feel like is you're able to right yourself very quickly. You're able to find your center and then sort of, I almost want to say, make reality bend to your center. It's like, you know that if you find your strength and you find your solid stance, right? I see this person very solid standing. It's like in almost like a pose of power, and it's like you're almost bending reality around you stepping into your power. I don't know how else to explain it, but I feel like if you know, you know. All right. Pile 1, super intelligent, very quick-witted. That is part of your power. I feel like it's not only quick and witty comebacks when it comes to friends and family and laughter and entertainment. I do feel like you have that. That is a superpower. You have this intelligent charm that kind of flows through you, where I think that's also a power. But I feel like your intelligence, your quick wit will take you so far. It's like you see things way before others do, or you sense things way before others do. Your intelligent mind kicks in. It's like before people can wrap their brain around what's going on, you've already got your next 5 moves planned in, right? It's like, that's the type of quick wit that I'm talking about. All right. Now, you know how I said through the ups and downs and in-betweens, right? I feel like no matter what comes at you, so rougher situations, mental, emotional things that pop up in life, you know, we all have to experience them. Again, I feel like Spirit is saying you're very quick to align yourself back into alignment. It's like they throw you for a little while, but not like they would. It's like the same thing could happen to you and someone standing next to you. You'll fare much better and hop back onto your path much quicker than someone else. You're able to right yourself a lot quicker is what I want to say. So no matter what comes your way, what type of illness or sadness or heaviness, I feel like you're able to transmute that energy very quickly. There's a quick turnover in your energy. I love that. All right. You may have curly hair. Now, there's something about the hair in general. I feel like whether you have a lot of hair or it's a lack thereof, I feel like this signature look that you carry, I almost feel like that is kind of like a personal power as well. I don't know if, do you see this hair around her, how it's kind of curly and full? It gives me almost lion type of energies. It has a power to it. And I feel like there's something about your hair, if you haven't figured it out yet, there's something about your hair holding a certain amount of energetic power. And I want to say, if you haven't noticed it yet, you might want to start looking into it and utilize it to your advantage. I feel like there's something there if you haven't figured it out. All right, a sharp face. Your features. I almost want to say that you could have exotic type features. I want to say maybe it's the shape of your mouth, the angle of your jaw, your jawline, right? I almost want to go down into shoulders and collarbone as well. There may be some type of a power in just the way you are structured and the way people perceive you. I feel like there's a power in that. All right. There may be a very prominent scar for some of you. If this is something that you have, I feel like people take notice of that. It's almost like I'm getting like a scar from the Lion King. It's almost got like a darker hint to it. Even if the story behind it wasn't very dark, it was just like accidental, or I'm seeing a slash through the eyebrow, I'm seeing a slash on the side of the cheek, or even by the mouth at the corner on one side. I almost kind of feel like if this is you, it actually lends you a power. It's like, it's almost like that I can survive anything, or you give off that vibration. Doesn't matter what it is, I'll survive it or I'll push through it. It gives you, it adds strength to your power, if that makes any sense at all. A beauty mark. I feel like there might be a softness for some of you that comes through in the energy. I want to say this softness leads to your power. Softness can be a huge, huge strength, as funny as that sounds. I feel like that is a huge part of your power. You're soft. There are a lot of people out there in this world that really could use some soft pouring into them at different parts in their life. And I feel like people look towards you, and that is really a superpower. Not everyone carries the amount of soft that you do. I feel like there may be a beauty mark that almost lends to that energy, almost kind of lets other souls know that you have that energy to give, and they may gravitate towards you because of that power that you carry. I feel like there are certain markers on every physical being that draw certain souls to you because you have what they need, right? Okay, we've got long hair. You may have very long hair. I feel like it is part of your power. It really it's the way it flows in the wind. It's the way that it you can flip it over your shoulder, or I see somebody blowing it out of the way, right? When it's in their face as they're trying to do something. There's something very, I want to say sensual about this power. There's something very soft or very physical. And I want to say that physical attractiveness when it comes to this long hair is a power. Utilize it wisely. I almost feel like it could attract a lot of souls in your direction. There's something about magnetism here. Okay. All right, let's hop into this. Okay, so part of your power, you have this very friendly energy, or a lot of people are drawn to you because they want to be your friend. They want to experience that reciprocity that comes with a friendship for you. So whether it's a relationship coming in, they also want a friendship along with the relationship, right? I feel like there's power in that. There's power in someone who can have, it's like you start with a very strong foundation and the only way it can go from there is up. And I feel like there's a power in knowing that you give more, right? Or you require more. And so it's not one of those hodgepodge throw it together type of friendships. It's a strong and true. And I feel like that is very powerful. Day. You know, I just feel like you attack each day with your wholehearted energy. You're ready to go. I feel like there's something about attack the day, or I hear seize the day. I hear carpe diem. So that's kind of the energy that's coming through here. I feel like you've got that energy and it's really powerful. No matter what's coming at you, you're ready to face it. I see someone crouched down like they're ready to run. It looks like a race, but you're ready to get into that day no matter what it is. Or that's how people view you as well. Very solid, very stable. I feel like you can persevere through the grandest storms and you're still standing. You're still there. It's like you last the test of time. I want to say that's with your friendships. That's with your relationships. I feel like you've got that really sturdy, stable energy that people, I want to say others really, really appreciate, and they can see it in you. It is, in fact, a power. All right, you've got the rose energy here. There's also a soft to you. There's a soft, there's a romantic. There's that, again, that romantic vibrational energy that comes in almost like with the long hair. It's coming in again. And that soft, the beauty mark, the soft features. I feel like there's a power and strength to you, but there's also right on the flipped, there's that soft energy. So powerful to be carrying both. All right, I love to see this. I feel like trials, tribulations, you've been tested. You're still there. I almost see somebody filling these cracks with gold, which is something from another culture, but they inject the gold, and now I can't be sure as to which one. I did read this somewhere, where they use gold to fill the cracks and it becomes more beautiful because it's been tested, because it still lasts. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. You also might be really, really powerful, really, really steady, really, really strong in hectic situations. That is, in fact, a superpower, friend. It really is. All right. So now I want to know, okay, sacred messages. So forget safety. Live where you fear to live. You may have that type of personality that I want to say others really admire. It's one that they'd like to maybe take on for themselves. I feel like there's this fearless type energy. Again, I'm getting that ready to run into the new day. It's like no matter what it holds, you're ready to go. I kind of get that energy. You may have a very spontaneous energy to you. I want to say very powerful. I feel like it inspires others to live to the fullest. I feel like that's part of your power, is instilling these vibrations into others or shining them out so others can pick them up and run with them too. Yeah, you've got that I know where I'm going. You know, where others may be hesitant to take or make moves in brand new directions, it's like you're almost excited for it. You look towards brand new experiences. And I want to say with a lot of sunshine and a lot of sparkle to you. You've got that energy. And again, it's like, I wish I could be that brave is what I'm hearing. Again, it's a superpower. It encourages others around you to maybe take a fool's leap of faith in their own life where it's necessary, right? I feel like it inspires. These pains you feel are messengers. Listen to them. Okay. Yeah, I hear something along the lines of fast track to spiritual enlightenment. So in this particular energy, a strength of yours, a power of yours is no matter what you're facing, I want to say again, you make that quick turnover into alignment. I want to say you learn the lessons very quickly and you tuck it. It's just another notch under your belt vibrationally. It's like, you got this. I feel like that's, if I could explain your energy, it's I've got this. And I feel like that's so powerful. You have no idea how powerful that energy is. Okay, I took 3 cards for the ways that you help others. So we got into a few here, but I feel like there's more. But wait, there's more. Okay. To prepare you for a miracle. You may help others to see the light in really different ways. I do feel like it is a vibration that you carry, that you hand over to others, that helps them step into alignment for their own miracles. Really, really powerful to be able to do that for another soul. Wow, pile 1. To teach you to set boundaries. Okay, you may teach others how to set healthy boundaries by setting your own. I feel like it's so important to hold yourself to a certain level. It's like, this is what I give, this is what I expect, and this is what I deserve. I feel like those very healthy boundaries are very much an inspiration to others. I love that for you. Okay, last one, pile 1. Because you're more capable than you realize. I feel like you help others to see that they're more than they think they are. They're like, if pile 1 can do this, if they can jump in, take that fool's leap, if they can shine their light out there, if they can take these new experiences and take on these brand new days, so too can I, right? I feel like you help others from energetics where they feel like maybe less than capable, less than able to tackle things in this big life. You give them the inspiration to try harder and to want more for themselves. Huge, huge energy, pile number 1. You are extremely powerful in so many different ways. And I feel like this isn't even all of them. It's just what came out today. Thank you so, so much for watching pile number 1. And I will see you all in the next one. All right, let's see. We need pile number 2. Okay, marshmallow pile. Just give me 1 second. Little sippy here. Pile number 1 was super fantastic, and I'm excited for you, pile number 2. Let's hop in. All right, crocodile energy. We're starting off strong here with this energy. I feel like what makes you powerful, pile number 2, to start, you've been through some really heavy situations. You've had to cry your tears. You've had to maybe persevere for quite a while until you got yourself out of heavier energies. I feel like your energy is very transformative. I feel like maybe you've grown so much in, I want to say, the span of a few years. I feel like that's a thing that Spirit is saying, so, so powerful. You really have transformed over the course of time. And I want to say, in a huge way. Look at this. We go from sad, sorrowful to busy and vibrant and full. You've got a lot going on. I feel like your life has transitioned so, so much. I feel like that is something that makes you so powerful. You've shown so much growth out there in the world. And I feel like it inspires, so much so that it inspires people around you. It's like, look where they were. Now look where they are. If they can do it, I can do it. You've got that power to really inspire others, to grow, expand, to learn. It's okay to feel these experiences. It's okay to be in this energy. But it's not okay to stay there. It's not a place to set up shop and live. You've got to grow, expand, start climbing. And I feel, or start soaring, start flying, get busy. I feel like that's the type of energy you put out there. Extremely powerful, pile number 2. All right. I feel like you coax people out of the shadows. You've got this energy where maybe you've had to, I feel like lead by example. If I could give an explanation for the energy that we've got going on right now, it's lead by example. You may have had to work through a lot of different things to come out of the shadows, to stand in the light in your own life. This type of, it takes so much power and so much effort and so much energy to really transform. I feel like you have, pile 2. It's really amazing. I feel like you also encourage, you are an encourager, really. Um, you help people say that, look, if pile number 2 can come out of the shadows and into the light after they've experienced what they did, I can do it too. This energy is so strong with you, pile 2. All right, pile 2, you're also very tuned in, tapped in, turned up when it comes to the spiritual, the unknown. I almost kind of feel like people may almost feel like you're spying on them in some way, shape, or form, only because you get these intuitive hits that are so powerful. I feel like it is from all the growth. I feel like you're very tuned in, tapped into spirit. You have a very special connection. I feel like they share with you little tips and little nudges, and sometimes it could be visions. It could be a little birdie told me. So it's like you just know what you know. Kind of that energy here. I feel like there's high spiritual energy in this pile. All right. You're soft, so powerful. You think, how is that in the same sentence? It is. To be soft in this world, in this very tough, cruel world sometimes, to be soft is a superpower. To have this level of gentleness, especially after seeing maybe some sort of horrors or really tough times, to end up soft rather than bitter, again, is really big power. Really big. I feel like this is also something really, really beautiful, because I feel like the level of soft that you offer others, it's like people gravitate to you for this power because they don't often find it out there. It's rare to find someone with a level of soft that will accommodate others' woes. And I don't know, are you there to listen? You've got that good friend energy or that amazing partner energy where they can fall into you, they can fall apart, and there's a strength in your gentleness. It makes them feel powerful to let it all go in your energy. I feel like if people do that to you, they lay their problems on you a lot in this lifetime. It's because it's one of your spiritual powers. You're able and very equipped to handle it, to transfer that power, that pain into power is what I hear. That sad into power. How do you know it's possible? It's because you've done it yourself. You emit that vibrational energy of, I can do it, you can do it too. Fantastic. Okay, these are features you may have that I feel also draw power. It's not just the spiritual, it's also the physical way that we're made that holds power, right? We've got black hair, so you may have black or dark hair. I want to say that holds a power in itself. I hear something about grounding and rooted in place. There's something about it, whether it's short or long, I feel like it doesn't really matter. That strong, rich color, I don't know if it just offers that power of stability and strength and groundedness. I just feel like it's almost something that helps people gravitate to you. It's a strength, it's a power you carry. All right, we have a light skin. You may have light or fair skin. I feel like there's almost like, I want to say there's more softness that comes through here. I want to say whether your skin is light or dark skin, because I'm also kind of getting more of, it's the smoothness in your skin or the light that emanates, I don't know if you've got a very youthful type of glow to you, pile 2, but I just kind of feel like that's another superpower. Okay, so I hear no matter what the age, you have a very youthful appearance. People might not be able to guess your age. It's like they may get you all wrong. I feel like no matter what age you are, you appear very, very youthful and very young. It is in fact the vibration that you carry. I feel like it comes through in a smooth skin sort of way. Okay. Tall. Some of you may have that. I hear opposing. It's like I see it and I hear the wall. It's like you may be very tall. You may have impressive height. I feel like that's also a power. It lends to the vibration of your power. I hear very strong, very stable, very secure. So I'm getting that with that energy here. For some of you, you may have blonde or lighter hair. I want to say it almost adds to a vibration of lightness and fun. And I don't know, it kind of reflects like a sunlight, like a warmth. It's like you invite people in with that warmth of your energy that comes with this lighter hair color. It doesn't have to be platinum blonde. I'm just getting a lighter color is carrying that vibration of fun and lightness and warmth. That's what I'm getting. All right. Pile 2, we've got animated eyes. I get so much more than just animated eyes here. The eyes are the window to the soul. There's something about, I'm almost kind of getting what makes this a superpower of yours is you may avoid eye contact. And I'm getting this because I also do this, pile 2. I have a habit of avoiding eye contact, and it is some people see it as being very rude, but the reason for my doing it is actually very respectful. I see more when I look in people's eyes. I feel a whole lot more. I understand them very, very quickly. It's very intimate, and I don't like to offer up. I feel like it is an energy transfer. And I'm almost kind of getting, it's like you have to be very choosy with who you give your eye contact to. It's a very intimate exchange. It's a very powerful exchange. And I feel like you may also be giving people the respect that you feel they deserve. Not everybody wants their secrets out there, but I feel like when you look, you see more. So that's what I'm getting here. Very, very powerful gift. I want to say there are ways, it's like I feel like this is to be respected, this type of gift. I feel like not many people carry this, but you could be carrying this, pile 2. Very, very different sort of gift here. Okay, we've got another eye. We've got hazel eyes. You may in fact have hazel eyes. There's something about the way they change color. There's something about the way that maybe it is certain things that change the color of your eyes, certain vibrations. Some days they're more green, or some days they're more yellow, or some days they're more brown. It's like, I feel like it really depends on the energy that you're working with that day. I feel like your eyes may change a lot. I feel like that's also, I don't know if people recognize the power in your eyes. That may be another thing that comes through with this energy here. Amazing, amazing energy. Wow. Okay. Pile 2. So we've got energy, abundance, wealth, and freedom. Your energy is powerful because it's magnetizing. You magnetize really great things into your energy. I feel like as you've gotten yourself into alignment, and I feel like it was no small feat. I feel like you had to walk through the muck to get yourself to where you are today. I want to say, pat yourself on the back. I feel like there's so much strength and power in the journey that you've had to trek to get to where you are in this now moment. I mean, it's an understatement. I hear a vast understatement for me to say you're miles and miles from where you've been. I feel like you're light years from where you've been, right? That's the type of energy I'm getting here. You draw in abundance, wealth, vibrational security is what I hear as well. Very powerful. Enterprising spirit. Yeah, you've got this in the pursuit to achieve in your life. I feel like, yeah, I hear by leaps and bounds. Wow, pile two. I just feel like you've got this go-getter attitude. Now, I don't know if you've always had that, but I feel like there's so much power in that. I'm racing forward. I feel like you've got this. I'm heading towards my wishes, hopes, and dreams, and watch me, because I'm gonna do it. It's like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about what, when, or if. It is going to happen, and you can watch me do it. There's a really huge power in this. If you've not tapped into this energy yet, it's there for the taking. I want to say, grab that bull by the horns and start racing forward. You've got this. Just assignments. Okay. I want to say angelic assignments. Pile two, I want to say you've got earth angel energy here. You've got divine energy on deck with you, helping to guide you. You have to get to a certain place to do certain things. I don't know if it's your work. It could be. I don't know if it's a side thing that you do that helps others. I just feel like you have this type of energy that just helps others rise. Are you on a platform somewhere? Do you put your energy out there some way, shape, or form? It could be through the arts. It could be through music. It could be through word, written poetry. I just feel like there's a way that you get your energy out there that Spirit needs you to do that, because it is going to help a significant amount of people. I just feel like this earth angel energy is big energy right here. Again, I'm getting that same energy. Pile two, wasn't it you that I said people may think that you are almost like spying on them in a way? It's like you get the information about people, I want to say, very easily. It's not just the look in the eyes, although it could be. I feel like vibrationally, you're able to pick up on things that others don't want to say. People may think you're actually looking into them when you're just sensing. Very, very powerful spiritually in this group. I feel like there are extra gifts on board here, is what I'm getting. Okay. You may be very, very attractive, or your energy may be very, very attractive. Being attractive is a very powerful thing. There are ways you can use it for good and ways that you could use it for not so good, right? I do feel like the majority of you here use this energy in a very good way. I feel like you utilize it to help you spiritually move forward. There's something about a handsome face or a pretty face or a gorgeous smile or a warm energy that gravitationally just pulls people in. This look that you've been giving or given, you could be giving looks as well. I feel like it is a superpower. Your beauty draws people towards you, and Spirit needs those people to come in your direction because you have something vibrationally to offer. You've got earth angel energy here. It's really big in this pile. All right, yeah, there it is. Okay, we've got seer energy. To praise the sun is to praise your own eyes, seeing clearly, gratitude, happy with your life, being thankful for what you have, all that you have, all your experience, good, bad, in between, I feel like is a superpower. Not everybody can get to a stage in their life where they look back on really tough situations and say, that really did mold me. That really did make me into the powerhouse I am today. Not many can do that. Not many can look back without bitterness. You look back with almost like a childlike wonder. Like, it's like, wow, I had to go through all that. I had to learn that lesson, and I had to learn it the hard way. I would have never gotten it otherwise, right? I just feel like you see Spirit's plan. It's like when you look back in retrospect, you're like, wow, I can truly see it. I feel like you realize there's a reason for absolutely everything. everything that comes in, everything that comes your way, everything that was here. And I feel like you're thankful for it, which is amazing. I feel like Spirit's saying the more gratitude you have for the journey, the lessons, the growth, the blessings, right? The more good it magnetizes in. There's something about a huge amount of magnetism. Are you, I hear your return. I don't know. Are you getting that return energy? Your big slice of universal pie is being served to you. I feel like that's really powerful. You're in alignment. It's your light that lights the world. Okay, Earth Angel, need I say more? We've been getting that throughout this reading. You have Earth Angel energy, very powerful. Light worker, healer. I feel like to everyone you come across, I want to say family members, friends, you supply a huge amount of light to this world. Thank you for doing that. You've incarnated to do this. So anything you lose comes around in another form. Again, so many spiritual lessons coming forth here. I feel like you've learned so much spiritually that, you know, if something, it's like, I almost feel like you're okay with Spirit giving and taking in your life, because you know if Spirit takes something from you, it's going to be replaced with something that's actually for you. It's like Spirit doesn't want me to have something that's not for me, and I don't want it either, right? That's the kind of energy I'm getting. And it's like, oh, well, Spirit feels that I should have this. Spirit brought this right to my doorstep and it feels right for me. That's because it is. I feel like you're okay with that. No matter which way life goes, you'll face it. Okay, to remind you of your power. A reason you're here, a powerful reason as to the power that you carry, is because you're meant to remind others by shining yours out. You're leading by example. You're emanating this level of power, and you're letting others know that it's not just a you thing. Anybody can do it. Anybody can get themselves to this point. Anybody can rise like you have. It just takes work. And I feel like you remind people of that. Huge superpower here. Because you need to focus on yourself. You remind, I feel like these are ways that I feel like you can help others, if I didn't say. I feel like because you need to focus on yourself, maybe you had to take that time out to really focus on yourself in your own life. Again, leading by example. You show others that it's okay to, it's not selfish to focus on self. And I feel like that's something that needs to be said. There are a lot of ways out there that people will point a finger and try to skew the beautiful things in your life, the beautiful things that made you powerful, right? Oh, they pulled back. They were trying to hide from this. No, you pulled back because you were healing. You were taking your time, finding your way, finding your step in your own time. And I feel like you teach others by leading by that example. It's okay to take time for self, to heal, to grow, to expand, to become. I love it. Because it's time to trust in the unknown. You may also encourage people to come out of a slump. So if they're stuck in this hole that they've dug for themselves, they may try to hunker down there. I feel like a way you help people with this power is, again, you're leading by example. You're miles and miles or light years from where you've been when you first started this journey. I feel like you've gone through some pretty big experiences. You didn't know where it was going to take you, but you put one foot in front of the other, even if it was one unsteady foot in front of the other. And it really did take you far. I feel like maybe you let people know that it's okay to be scared and do it anyway. There are so many people out there who just, that's what happens in life. It's like you do it scared. You're not waiting until you feel super powerful. Sometimes we have to start when we don't feel powerful at all. And I feel like that's taking a step into the unknown. I feel like you do that very well. Pile number 2, very powerful being. Thank you so much for watching. Now listen, these aren't just your only gifts. These are just some that Spirit wanted to remind you of right now, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. All right, let's hop into pile number 3. Okay, pile number 3, the night air. There was something I got with that energy here, that night air energy. There was a mystery about you that was kind of coming through. I feel like that is almost another way in which your power lies, in the form of mystery. You've got some mysterious energy going on. Yeah, it's spiritual energy. I love this. You are so strong on your path and fulfilling your purpose. You are just racing forward. I want to say you may be paving the way for others to follow you in some way, shape, or form. You could be up on a platform. You don't have to be, but you could be. I feel like that energy is here. There's something about the mind and sharp and quick-witted as well. Something about that and turning it into spiritual energy. I feel like that is a superpower of yours. I don't know if you mix, yeah, you mix magic and intelligence. I feel like you have that energy here. You may be very, very unique as well. That is also your superpower. I feel like you're not swayed by trends, or you're not swayed by, I want to say, maybe your way of speaking is different than others. You don't come across as trying to fit in with the crowd. You stand out in a very unique way because you are just authentically yourself. You don't try to change your speech or your verbiage to match other people. I feel like you step in with your intelligence, and I feel like it almost brings others up with you. There's a rise with me type of energy going on here on the path. You're creating this. It's like, have you ever seen someone who kind of minimizes themselves by trying to dumb themselves down in conversation or with potential partners? I feel like you would never do that. And maybe that's one of those things. It's like, I feel like a power of yours is seeing the truth of it. It's like, you step forward in all that you are. You don't minimize yourself or try to make yourself small to fit into what's, I want to say, acceptable out there in the groups. You're just yourself. That's why I feel like you have this very unique energy that you carry with you. I feel like that in itself, that authenticity, is a huge, huge superpower. Remain in your own energy and your own vibe. Your authenticity is so powerful. That's what makes somebody powerful. Hold on one second. Longer reading today. Okay. Yeah. I want to say you can make it through anything. Another superpower. I feel like you can go without a lot of things. It's like there are people out there that need a lot of this or need a lot of that. And I'm not just saying physically. I mean, spiritually, emotionally. Some people always need a relationship. Some people always need, it's like the latest and greatest. Some people always need a certain amount or to look a certain way. I don't feel like you need that. I feel like, again, you've got that very unique energy, and I feel like you can go miles and miles without, I want to say, without a friend or without a partner, or it's like you don't need these things, but you can want them. I feel like it's different. I feel like for you, you can go a long time without, it's like where others would have collapsed without, maybe it is something along the lines of validation as well. It's like you don't need validation from the crowd. You don't need to have a certain thing. And I feel like that's really powerful energy to be standing in. Yeah, again, we've got that power. Your energy introduces you before you even step in the room. No matter where you're going, the sound of your voice, I'm hearing a roar in the background, and I hear the verbiage of the voice. There's something about that. It can be soft-spoken. It can be any sort of way. It can be deep, it can be high, it doesn't matter. I just feel like there's power behind it, and I feel like people very quickly recognize the power that comes from your voice. It may also have a magnetism, like I heard "come hither," so it's got like that. It's a very I don't know how to explain it. It's very attractive, okay? Very attractive to others. I feel like there's a reason people are attracted to the sound of your voice or to the way you present yourself or your look or your vibe. It could even be I'm getting the scent of your perfume or your cologne. Um, it's like I don't know if you just find scents or maybe it's your natural scent. I don't really know what it is, but it's something to do with scent, and that also pulls people in. It's a it mixes with your body chemistry, and it creates this powerful it magnetizes people. Wow, if I can get these out. Please forgive me. I'm trying. Lizard. All right. You know, I feel like where a lot of people would be upset with certain points in their life that move a little slower or where there's a little downtime, I feel like you take full advantage of that. You see it for what it is. You're like, oh, okay, a break. Great. Thanks, Spirit. I'll take my break. Where others may get frustrated because there's non-movement, you're like, okay, this is Spirit just letting me know I can slow it down for a little bit until they speed it back up. I just feel like you're okay with life and its pace. Whatever divine is offering you, I feel like you're taking, right? Whatever that may be, I feel like you're good with it. I feel like that's really powerful energy to be standing in. You don't want for much, and I feel like that's why you're gifted so much. You don't, and I don't know if that's from people around you. I feel like it's vibrationally from Spirit, but I feel like it could also extend to people around you. It's like you don't ask for much, and so they give you more, right? I don't know why, but that's the energy that's coming on in here. Okay. I feel like there's something about fashion as well. Your certain look, the way you present yourself has a power. I feel like there's a very unique energy. We have that unicorn here. So I do feel like there is something about the uniqueness of, it's like, I hear it doesn't matter whether it's expensive or inexpensive, or it's like you like what you like. And sometimes it's expensive and sometimes it's, you know, easy to acquire, but it's like you're not acquiring it because you're trying to come across a certain way. You just want to be yourself. So it's like the clothing, it doesn't have to be an expensive brand, but you like the way it looks. It's like, or maybe it is, you found a piece that's above and beyond what you'd normally, so you save up for it because it's your vibe. I feel like that's the type of energy you have. A little bit of everything. I feel like you're very eclectic, and I feel like that is also a very powerful energy. Your vibe is super authentic, and that's what's going here. Black clothing. You know, you may wear clothing or your style. Again, this is more of your style energy. Um, you may have a very grounding effect, or the colors that you choose, you may choose every day, color-wise, for vibrational purposes. It's like you may really be tuned into the color vibe of what you're wearing. I know I personally do that. I go with the color and the feel of everything because it almost does coincide with the way my day goes, as strange as that sounds. Um, I wore, okay, I'll explain it. I wore blue roses today. I've always actually gone by blue rose, not even so much star. But I didn't choose that name because there was already a reader on here with the name Blue Rose. So I didn't want to take that. Even though I had been Blue Rose since I was a teenager. That was just a nickname, right? It's actually my witch's name, so we'll put it that way. But there's power to it. And when I put this on today, I knew I was going to talk about power. So I said all that to say this. The vibe of what I choose and what I've chosen today goes with the vibe of my day. Now I'm stepping into a reading where it's all about power and the power of you, right? So I kind of get that. I feel like maybe you choose, or if this is not something that you've done, maybe you should try it. It could add to your power, your daily power, right? For some of you, you may have beautiful dark skin here. I want to say there's a power in that. whether your skin is dark or light, I feel like there's a power in it. There's a vibration. I almost want to say it could be your lineage, your ancestor power that flows through you. You may be very deeply connected to your ancestors, no matter what skin tone you have. You could be very, very connected, and that energy of power from all those who came before you may channel through you on the daily. I feel like that is a huge amount of power that you could be carrying with you daily. All right, exaggerated features. It could be, you know, I'm getting a lot about style in this. Are you like a fashionista or the male equivalent? I don't know. It's like, I just feel like you like to present yourself in a certain way. It could be a little kitschy. You could like certain things. It's like, I hear it's playful, it's fun for some of you. Maybe it's makeup or hair that you change very often or to express your mood. I just feel like there's a whole lot of authenticity in this pile 3, and that is part of your power. Every day you can recreate yourself with your look. It's like you're the canvas. I feel like for a lot of you, you could be mixed in with the arts. You could be giving out your vibration in a very creative way. It could be art, music, words, poetry. Like I said, it could be anything along those lines, but I feel like you do it so beautifully and so powerfully because it's so true to you. Braids. You know, automatically I got something spiritual or witchy with the braids. Weaving energy. I don't know if something about your hair. Do you not cut your hair certain times of year? I know I'm like that. I have really long hair and I don't, I trim it at certain times. It's just, I don't know, it's a vibrational thing. I had noticed when I was younger that when I would cut my hair or lop off a whole bunch of hair, I would feel disconnected and off kilter. Vibrationally, my hair is part of me and part of my power, right? So I keep it longer. And I'm thinking, and there's something about, I see someone weaving a really long braid, and it's holding the power in, or neatly woven in. There's something about that. So that's for whoever it's for. It doesn't have to be for everybody, right? I know not everybody practices, but I'm getting a lot of different energies here in this pile. Okay. Length, time, thinking, invisible. You know, again, I feel like time is not much of a problem in this pile. I feel like things flow to you when they do, and you're good with it. I feel like you're on Spirit's time clock, and I feel like you know that, where everybody else thinks that they have some sort of hold on timing and when things should happen. I feel like you know specifically that Spirit's timing is the timing we're on. Whether we want to try and impose our thoughts on what that should be or not, it really is irrelevant. It's like we're on Spirit's time, period. I feel like you get that. Okay. Yes. Okay. When it comes to tasks and challenges, I feel like you handle everything beautifully. I feel like a superpower of yours is that you can really just handle anything that comes at you. I feel like you just know that you have to, and so you do. There isn't a question about whether or not you should tackle something that comes towards you. It's like, I know I have to, so we just do it, right? I feel like you may tackle things head on, or if Spirit gives you some time to think about it, you'll think about it, right? I just feel like you go with, I want to say you go with Spirit's flow. 1 century. Long, slow. Yeah, look. No matter whether it is something that comes up very rapidly or very quickly, or something that comes to you slowly, I feel like timing is a really big thing in this pile. I feel like everything is on divine timing, and I feel like because you're very conscious of it, it doesn't bother you like it may bother others, right? It's like, when is my partner coming, or when is my big break coming? Or I just feel like those kind of things aren't questions you really bother to ask. You say, Spirit, this is what I want, and you just kind of sit tight because you know it'll come, and you know Spirit will bless you in whatever way they're going to bless you. I feel like that's what's going on here. Negotiation. You could be really, really good at negotiating deals or helping others when it comes to conflict resolution. I just feel like there's a very fair energy within you. I feel like that's really, really powerful. I feel like maybe you have the ability not to take sides. It could be two people you love. They could be arguing back and forth, and you don't have to pick a side. You know that each person has their own reason as to why they're seeing something some way, a certain way. I feel like you're really good at helping others to see each other's points by pointing out where people are coming from. I just feel like you're so tuned in and tapped in. I feel like you help with feelings as well. I feel like that could be another thing. You're really, really equipped to handle others' feelings. A lot of people may pour out their energy onto you. I feel like, one, because you can handle it, and two, because I feel like you can help them make sense of it. I feel like there's something within you very emotionally, very empathic, emotionally powerful. I feel like you know there's so much power in emotion. I feel like you see the power in others very easily as well. Supernatural. Okay. I want to say, again, I'm getting magic. I'm getting witchcraft. I'm getting spirituality. I'm getting religion. I'm getting all of these things in this pile. I feel like the spiritual connection here is very, very powerful, very, very strong. I feel like there are higher level beliefs here, and I feel like you understand things on a whole nother level. I feel like you see a lot of the unseen, or you understand a lot of the unseen. You feel a lot of the unseen. I feel like you know. The second you have some type of negative energy that hits your shields, I feel like you know. I feel like that's the type of person I'm talking about here, and I feel like you're no stranger to it. Again, I get for a lot of you in this pile, you could be up on a platform. You could get negativity thrown at you, right? Now, you don't have to be up on a platform for spirituality. It could be fashion, it could be makeup, it could be home renovation. It doesn't matter what it is, but I feel like you carry that energy with you, right? Some of you, it could be spirituality, could be tarot, could be any sort of thing, right? But I do feel like you understand bigger energies here. All right. What is planted in your soul will sprout? I feel like these are different ways you might help others. I feel like that is powerful in your energy. I feel like you know to go for your wishes, hopes, and dreams. I feel like the seeds that you plant within others along this journey are those of, you can do it too. If I can do it, you can do it. I feel like you've got a very encouraging energy. This has come out in the piles. It's a very powerful energy. Again, this is light worker energy. This is healer energy. This is spiritualist energy. I hear alignment. Those are who are in alignment. Very, very powerful. I feel like you've got this higher level energy going on in pile 3 here. Look inside yourself. All you want, you already are. You are the gift. I feel like one of the most powerful energies, you know, that to give your time, your effort, your energy to others is a gift, right? It takes a lot to give those things, but it is a gift. I feel like that's another power you're well aware of. Your energy is a gift. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in one drop. Huge energy. Again, there's a spiritual knowing. Again, I hear things like, you are not a soul with a body. Or no, you are not a body with a soul. You are a soul with a body. It's like, you know the mechanics of it, right? I hear a soul with a meat suit. So it's like, you're very aware. I just want to say you're very aware. Oh, wow. Okay. Because it's time to follow your heart's whisper. You may be powerful because you encourage others to follow their heart. You teach them to hear themselves and what they truly want. I feel like you lead by example a lot of the time here. To teach you how to receive, you may actually be really powerful because you teach others how to receive. I feel like because you give the gift of yourself, your time, your effort, your energy, and you show people it's okay to pour into others, you can pour into them, right? They learn how to receive. For some people, it's really, really hard to learn how to receive, especially if you are an earth angel or a spiritual person. I feel like one of the hardest things, this is something I seriously had to work on, was learning how to receive. I love to give. I love, love, love to give. And I always said, oh no, I don't need anything in return. Don't even worry about that. But then someone told me that if you do not allow others to give to you, you are taking a part of their growth and joy away. The same joy that you get giving to others, you're keeping from them. They can't experience it because you don't allow them to give back to you. And when I heard it that way, I realized that I was doing others a disservice. So now when people gift me with something, I just say how thankful I am that they decided to do that, right? I feel like there's so much growth and energy here because it's time to release the past. You know, I feel like you may help people to release heavier energies spiritually, magically. I don't know how, but it could be the energy that you're carrying. It could be something that you're trying to do or something that just simply happens with your energy. I feel like that is a power that you carry. Pile 3, you are super powerful. These are only a few of the things that came through today. I'm sure you know of other powers that you carry within you. This is just what Spirit wanted you to know today. Thank you so, so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, become part of this Ophiuchus tribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.